Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome to my new video. So in this video we go to solve another question of code forces. So go to the code forces. The question name is two intervals. So their input is in four input, and then you have to print their intersects. So the if I give you an example, you understood this problem accurately. First of all, I write two line, then I mm, and after that I'll write another two line, wrote another two line, and then gave the ending and is starting and the ending of those lines, and mm, give a name of of the ending and of the starting and the ending point of those lines. So first of all, the starting point I gave them L, and the first point is L1, and here L2, and ending point in R1, R2. So there are comparison between two lines. So uh, in the first of all, I gave them the point ending and starting point name and the ending point. So then if you can see this, if there two lines have no relation, like first line you start from 10 and ending 20, and the second line start from 3 and ending to 5, so there's no relation between them. So if you see those first two lines, you can see that here is R1, sorry, R1, yes, R1 is less than L2. So in so observing those first two line, we can wrote two equation. That first equation is L2 is greater than R1, and the second equation is R2 is greater than R1, because R1 is greater than R1, sorry, R2 is greater than R1. So if we see the second two line, yeah, we also see that R2 is, we also see two equation. First equation is R2 is less than L1, and then R1, sorry, R2 is less than R1. So first we wrote those equation. So L2 is greater than L1. L2 is greater than L1, and then R2 is greater than R1. I make a little bit mistakes, so I'm sorry for that. So then if you see that if a equation maintain those equation, then you print out -1. Firstly, if it maintain first two equation, then it get -1, and if that's not, or it maintain second two equation, then also you have to your output should be -1. So then if there intersect point, what you can do, how can you get output. So I again wrote two lines and another two lines to help you to understand the problem. So first of all, you can see the line first line was bigger than the second, so you can see L1. So I also gave the ending first starting and the ending point of those lines. So if this thing happen, you have to print out the common numbers of those lines, like the first and the last digit of those lines. So then you can ask me, how can you do this? So you have to uh, know the maximum of L1 and L2, and then the minimum of R1 and R2. So then you have to wrote the output statement, which was system.out.println, and in bracket you wrote x plus quotation space and then plus y, so you can get the answer. So we go to the replete. First of all, we think that we will complete this code by VS Code, but then our decision change our decision that we complete this code in replete. So then we go to replete. First of all, there already has import there already has import class or the scanner class, import java.util and the scanner class, and then we import phone number, that L1, L2, R1 and R2. So first of all, we write int L1 is equal to sc.next int. So then we copy the line, and after that we paste it in our code three times, and then we uh, correct the variable name. First of all, the line was L1, and then the second line L2, and the third line, no sorry, second line R1 and the third line L2, and the last line mm, it is R2. So then we write a loop. It is if loop. In if loop, we wrote L1, sorry, L2 is greater than L1, L2 is greater than. So if firstly I make a little bit mistake, that I don't write L2 is greater than L1, I wrote this R1. So in the meantime, I correct this appropriately, and then and R2 L2 is greater than L1, and or a you already know the why we use and in those cases. So then L2 is L2 is L2 is less than L1, and then uh, L2 sorry, it should be R2 is less than L1. So I before I code the done this record this video, I complete the I took variable a1 and b1, so I made a mistake, so I am sorry for that. So then we wrote the if case, and you already know the else. So then we wrote for else. So if the yeah, if the code don't maintain if condition, and then we go to else. So else um, get we get the maximum between a1 sorry l1 and l2, and then we also get the minimum between l r1 and r2. So we store them in different variable. First of all, we store maximum into int x and minimum into int y. So then we run the code, and you can see that it it complete the accurately maintain. First of all, it cannot accept it because of those mistake in equation. So then we mm, again here into submit this code into the code forces. So then we click into the submit button. So you can see that the code is accepted. So thank you for watching my video. Allah Hafiz.